Students, good morning. Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? Okay. So now let's start the discussion. So in previous class, I started sending the notes, and the first point of the notes already sent to you. Maybe you received it. And as a part of that, once I just want to show you that, and I'll move to the further. So the most important documentation, what I explained, I already sent to you, and try to just look into this area. So anybody not received, contact the concerned admin so that he will be receiving it. Now, similarities. This is a very important point, students, to understand programmatically. Python traditional list versus Numpy module. There I said similarities of Python traditional list versus Numpy module. So an object of list used to store multiple values of same type or different type or both the types. That is both unique and duplicates in single object. In Numpy programming, data is organized in the object of end array, which is one of the predefined class. I said in the last class itself, end array is one of the predefined class present in Numpy module. Predefined class in Numpy module. Hence, an object of end array can store same type, different type, both the types with unique and duplicates in the single object. And moreover, I am saying here same type and different type I said. Even though I organize the data in the form of what? Different type, they are treated internally as a super type of all the types. What is the super type of all the types I said? Object, which is the most important type in the NumPy here. Irrespective of the type of value you are having, I am just able to make them to be available in the form of object. That I made it available. And I shown you in the class also. Still, I will continue on that example. So the objects of end array and a list are mutable. Both of them are mutable. Changes can take place at which address? Same address. And moreover, here I said the differences, which are very important and gunshot things in interview point of view. An object of list contains both homogeneous and heterogeneous values, whereas an object of end array of NumPy can store similar type of values. That indicates even we store different values internally, they are treated as similar type by treating all the values as object type. Very important. And you've seen practical in the class, right? And don't move the head like that. Try to speak out. Already 22 years over, still moving the head horizontally, vertically. Speak out something. On the object of list, we can't perform vector-based operations. And you have seen already in the example. A list is equal to some value. List plus 1 I said, error came. And we did with some operations with an end array. Whereas an object of end array, we can perform what? Vector-based operations. I shown you. Don't buttify these lines like other class notes says. Don't buttify. What I shown in the class, there's a practical environment for every moment I'll show that you understand, and that sentence only I wrote it. In large sampling of data, list-based applications takes more memory space, whereas an ND array object takes less memory space. The word is called large sampling. And I said in the last class, example also I shown you by measuring the memory space. List-based applications are not efficient because list object values takes more time to extract or retrieve because they are available at where different addresses. They are available at different addresses. And you have seen they are scattered. And I printed the addresses of each value also. Whereas NumPy-based applications are efficient because ND-array object values takes less time to extract or retrieve because they are available at same address or clustered. And you have seen the clustering mechanism. Some group of values available at one address, same other group of values available at some other address which are consecutive. List object can't perform mathematical complex operations because we have almost how many functions I said in this 12 functions I said in the list. And you can see the meaning of what? Help of what list. If you know, and this 12 functions other batch students knows or not, I don't know. I taught 12 functions with more number of examples. And these 12 functions are not even one function deals with what? Complex mathematical operation related function is not there here. So complex mathematical operations are easily performing in where? End array object. Here I am writing list object can't perform complex mathematical operations, whereas an object of end array can perform complex mathematical operations. Are you able to follow now? Right. Now coming to the point of it, now I am entering into the further. Another kind of discussion I am going to enter into that. But at the same time, a small discussion, small example also I want to show you. Of course, that has already sent to you, which already made you to understand also. A small introduction to NumPy I want to show you. Introduction to NumPy, which I already explained in the class. Once again, I'm just giving for a note's sake, for the sake of the notes. So here I'm going to say, online students, is my voice is clear? Susmita, you are saying voice not clear. Is my voice is clear for everybody? Yes, it's clear. Susmita, you try to re-log in, ma. You try to re-log in. My dear students, and one or two students are asking demo link. Is that demo link already subject is started? Because it's not a starting point of subject of Python. Already those who know Python, they can understand the subject. If they don't know Python, please don't join in this class. You need to know strong Python knowledge, then only you can follow this class. Otherwise, your time waste, my time waste. If you have strong programming knowledge in Python, then you can join. This is my advice. Let us move to the further. Introduction to NumPy. Right. Already notes shared. Already notes shared from last class onwards, where I said Google link is created. Google link is created. So NumPy stands for, go there. I did not ask you to enter inside. Go there. So NumPy stands for what? Numerical Python. And NumPy is one of the predefined third-party module or library or module. Don't call it as a package. Anybody says package, that is zero knowledge they have. It is a module name only. Module name can be given alias name. Packages, no alias name. Pakka, this is sentence. Anybody says still package, bring that person in front of me. Predefined third-party module or library in general world library. NumPy module is not a predefined module, is not a predefined module in which language? But it is one of the third-party module. Who developed it? And I already shown in the class. And I already said the name of the person. And since it is a third-party module, you need to install by using what? Pip. How do you install? Pip install module name. And at any Windows command prompt, you need to install. And install NumPy module. Pip install NumPy. Where you have to install? Windows command prompt you need to install. Don't try to install in your place called what? By going to Python command prompt, by going to SQL command prompt. If you go and install, you'll get a problem. You have to install. To use NumPy as a part of our Python program, we must import what? NumPy module. A NumPy module is a collection of what? Variables, functions, and classes. And next, history of NumPy. A small historical development. You need not to remember. Just I am giving as a teacher for you. NumPy was developed by studying the existing module called what? Numeric library. That means, as I said to you, before the Python is developing by the scientist called what? Rosum, Rosum, before the Python developed by the Rosum, and Rosum has studied the language called what? ABC language. I said ABC language is a predecessor of what? Is a predecessor of which language? So Rosum has studied the ABC language. He developed what language? Similarly, this NumPy, before development of this NumPy module, there was a library called what? Numeric library, which was developed by a scientist called what? Jim Hungunian. He is a scientist name. He developed this numeric library. This numeric library was not able to solve complex mathematical calculations. It was having a problem, unable to solve lot of complex mathematical problem. Later, Travis Oliphant came into the picture. He developed the module called what? NumPy. NumPy module developed for solving complex mathematical calculations and what? Array organization. And a NumPy module developed in this year, and in these languages it is developed. This introduction notes also I will send you today. Okay, now? So this introduction part is not a difficult, and now I am entering into the further. Today I am entering into the further. So today I am entering into what? We understand the differences, and now I am going to enter into further part is called some advantages I want to tell you. Some advantages of this NumPy. Some advantages I am going to tell you. Advantages of using NumPy module I want to talk. NumPy module. Later I will go for ND array I will start with. ND array I will start with. So I'm going to start with what? ND array I will start. ND array of what module? NumPy module. NumPy module I will talk about it. So let us start understanding about the advantages. Let us go to Jupyter Notebook once again. Shall we go to the Jupyter Notebook? Jupyter Notebook I will go. Let us have a Jupyter Notebook. Double click on that. This is might be installed Jupyter Notebook. Installed. Right, good. Now let us go for this is called browser-based IDE. It is kernel started. Now this is available like that. Now we go to new. Say what there? Notebook. There I am going to take up. Carefully listen, students. And those who are coming today are only today onwards. And don't feel tension because it is not a uh, normal subject. It is called data analysis and data analytics level of subject. Python knowledge must be strong. You need to have at least data types you must know well. Out of 14 data types, if you know one or two data types, and if you sit in my class in front of me, it will not work out. And finally, you will feel that opposite person explaining is not able to receive. That is your problem. You need to have strong knowledge on Python data types first, at least. So now I'm going to take it. Now I'm going to take up importing the module. What is the module I'm importing? NumPy as what? NP. What is this NP? Alias name. For which module? NumPy. So there I'm going to take up, as I said you, the version and everything you printed it. So today I'm going to take up NP is ready with me. Alias name I am having. Take one list to student. A list of values you take it. My list of values are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90. These are my list of values. Already I said why I don't prefer to go for list. Some advantages I said. Number one, vector-based operations not possible. Memory space is more and taking lot of time to extract the data. These are the major problems. And some more problems I'm highlighting now. Try to follow. How many values I'm having here? 9 values are there. 9 values I'm having of same type of data. Print of LST comma type of what? LST. Type of LST. This is my list of values. I am very much interested. I am very much interested in doing shaping mechanism. First time I am introducing the word called what, shaping mechanism. I am going to take it. What do you mean by this shaping mechanism? For example, out of these 9 values, out of these 9 values, I am very much interested in preparing the matrix from this matrix. Matrices are very important in data analysis. So here I want to shape this matrix as what? 9 elements are there with me. What is the possibility of shaping my matrix? 3 into 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. Like what? I am expecting like that. 10, 20, and then 30. 10, 20, 30, and next is called what 40, and then 50, and then 60, 70, 80, 90. This type of data I want. This type of data I want. What is this is known as matrix. What is my data available here? List. Do you have any function here to shape my list data? Do you have any function like what? LST dot reshape of reshape of 3 comma 3 like that? Is there any such function called a reshape function? No, there was no such function available. Then how can I reshape it? Is it possible to reshape with a list first of all? No, that means there is no question of going forward. Reshaping mechanism is not there in where? List. Reshaping mechanism is there in where? ND array. Where it is available? ND array. Now I am converting into ND array. Shall I convert into ND array? Now look at that. Convert, convert list object, list object into list object into ND array object. I already said in the class, what is ND array? Predefined class of Numpy module, which is used to store the data in the form of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and n-dimensional data. Today I am converting into that. A is equal to np dot array. We'll talk about more about this function called array. I'll talk about it. Pass the data called what? LST. And print this data A comma type of A. Type of A. It is going to contain what? 10, 20, 30, 40, 90. And what is this now? ND array. All the students must be careful. ND array is a class present into the NumPy module and then present in where? Class. Are you able to follow? So if it is a package, package name dot module name dot class name will be there because every module is a part of what? Package. And a module is a part of what? Module is going to contain a class, but it is a class directly present in where? NumPy module. So coming to the point of it, how many values are there in this? 9 values are available. Now I am going to tell you very clearly, be careful today onwards. This data looking like what? Looking like what? One horizontal row, correct? This is called as what? One dimensional we can call. Spell out ma. One dimensional. One dimensional. It is basically, if you want to print just A, you write it. Just A, you write it. Just to read out this word, ma. Just to read out this word. What is this? Array. These are all called what values? Array of values. Which array values? ND array. ND array means what? That ND array. Is it 1 na, 2 na, 3 na? I want to go for it. That N means 1 na, 2 na, 3 na, I want to discuss. Today, I am telling about, I want to find the dimension of my array. Find the dimension of the array. Find the dimension of an array. Find the dimension of an array. To find the dimension of an array, we are having a predefined attribute called what? NDIM. Predefined attribute called NDIM. NDIM is a predefined attribute in the ND array object. Like, if you feel difficulty, go to the Python language. A is equal to 2 plus 3j. My dear students, other batch students, 2 plus 3j. What is that 2 plus 3j? Complex number. Other batch students not opening the mouth. It is called a complex number. Complex number. I want to get this 2. I want to get this three separately. I want to break it. I want to break it. Go to the Python environment once, because other batch students, if they don't catch me, they will feel that it is a difficult, and they expect the same subject to be taught by the same faculty where they learn Python. Python don't know, they will learn the same subject there only. There also don't know subject going to interview, it will become don't know only. Problem will come. Try to explore by yourself to the industry. 2 plus 3j. Print of what? A comma type of A, which is called a complex. Which is called a complex. Suppose if you don't know, you realize that your faculty did not explain. A 2 plus 3j. Now, in order to get this real part, A plus Bj is a general format of complex number. In order to get this A, you need to write A dot what? Real. Real is an attribute in complex object. A dot imag. A dot imag. Imag is called what? One of the imaginary part will be coming. This real and imaginary are called what? Objects. These are all called what? Attributes. Present in where? Complex object. Complex object. How do you print? A dot real 2.0. A dot imag, you are going to get 3.0. As you know that real and imaginary, you are getting it as called what? Attributes. Like that, even in our place also, we are having how to find the dimension. We use endim attribute of what is this now? Nd array object. How do you apply? Now I am writing print of dimension of what? A, which is called nd array, is equal to A dot endim. What is that A dot endim? Is a Python basic syntax. Basic, I explained. A is equal to 2 plus 3j. A dot real, A dot imag. Like that A dot. This is called what? One dimensional object. A is called what? One will print 1. Dimension of A is called what? 1. That indicates it is called which array? One dimensional array it organizes. Are you able to follow? Next, there is one more attribute is there. One more. Now I am telling first attributes. Totally present in where? Yeah, Numpy programming. What are the attributes of Numpy programming? Gunshot question. Find the number of, find the shape of ND array. Find the shape of ND array. What do you mean by shape generally? There is a word called what? Shape. This is always a doubt to the students. Dimension, endim, dimension. This is number 1 I am telling. Number 2, shape. Number 3, size. Number 3, size. Number next is called what? Item size is also there. Item size. That I am not going to tell you at present item size. There is one more thing called D type. D type. These are called attributes present in which object? ND array object. So one is clear for you. Dimension means what? Rows and columns is called 2 dimension. Rows and columns is called what? 2 dimension. No rows, no columns, only horizontal line is there. That is called what? 1 dimension. What do you mean by shape? This shape indicates, suppose this is my matrix. You just think about it. 10, 20, 30. What? How many rows are there? 2 rows. How many columns are there? Ante rows, columns. Rows means one category. Columns means what? That is called which dimension of this? 2 dimension. In that dimension, how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. 2 columns are there. That is called what? Shape. Okay, now. How many rows are there? 2 rows are there. How many columns are there? That is called what? Shape. What is the dimension? 2. What does the 2 indicate? Row, column. Row column is called what? dimension. Row is one dimension, column is one more dimension. Row plus column is called what? Rows comma column is called what? Shape. Are you following? Any confusion? No. Size says number of elements present in that. What is the number of elements present in that? 4. That is a 2 into 2. 2 into 2 in the shape. This is M into N, P into Q. That is called what? Shape. And the D type, very danger word this is. What is the D type? Come on. Make తెలుసు. What is the D type? Data type. You don't know this? You know. Data type. How many data types are there in Python? 14. And the D type in NumPy says all the D types, you just simply forget it. The D type in NumPy represents internal data types of C language. Internal data types of C language. For example, if you take int data type, in the int data type, you are having the int data represented in 8-bit register, 16-bit register, 32-bit register, and 64-bit register. Where I was explained this registers concept, bitwise operators I explained. Bitwise operators I explained with registers. In 8-bit register, how the data is. In 16-bit register, how the data is. In 32-bit register, how the data is. That I was already explained in my class. So, the int data type is actually in Python or in C language, but internally it is represented as what you know, int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. These are the types you are going to get it, which is going to be displayed for you on the screen. What is this int 8 meaning is int data represented with 8-bit register. Int data represented with 16-bit register, int data represented with 32-bit register, int data represented with 64-bit register. Any other batch students are there, they don't know what is 8-bit, 16-bit, 32, 64. That is called register configuration. We used to explain, used to come across in Python in the bitwise operators. And if I want to go there, I used to explain almost 6 to 7 hours about bitwise operators. That much importance is there in real time. So if you come to float data type, this is going to be taken what? Same float 8, float 16, float 32, float 64, like that you will get it. Are you able to follow, students? I will use this kind of type in my class also very soon. You don't worry about it. So D type represents what? D type represents what? Data type. Which data type? Not normal data type. Internal data types of C language will come. As far as int 8, int 16, something like that. Float is concerned, float 16, float 32, float 64. But when you come to string data is concerned, you will be getting the symbolic notation called what? U. U stands for what? Unicode representation. U7, for example, you will get U7. That indicates the value, the length of that string data is 7 characters are there. It will print U7. If my string data is only 3 letters, you will get what? U3. So when U comes, it is called which notation? String notation. These 3 things you will not remember. And what is the universal data type for all the data type? What is the super type of all the data types? Yesterday's class only I said object. So I'm going to say finding shape of ND array. How do you find the shape of ND array? Now I'm writing shape of ND array is equal to comma a dot shape I am saying. It is going to print the data in the form of a tuple. I said not 2 comma 2 I said. What the 2 represents? First 2 rows. What the next 2 says? Columns. But here I am saying in this case it is a one dimensional. You have already seen it. It will print just what? 9 comma it will print. 9 comma it will print. Only 9 says integer type. 9 comma says what? It is a float type. I said some techniques about this comma concept and all those things in the class. So let us execute that. What is the answer is coming? 9 comma. indicates total number of elements are 9. Similarly, come on, what is the next term? Find the size of, what is that? ND array. ND array. Print what? What is this now? Number of elements. Number of elements in ND array is equal to, come on, what is this now? A dot size. What is the number of elements? 9. You can also print the find of size by using what here? By using which attribute? Size attribute. I am writing. By using which attribute here? Shape attribute. All these things are very, very important. By using what attribute? Endim. You can also find the same thing by using what, students? You can say by using, here I will write it. Say by using here. By using, one more thing, tell me, by using which function? len function. How do you write it? Len of what? A. Len of A. Number of elements are what? 9. So what are the attributes you know? Come on, what are the attributes? Endim, shape. Next is called what? Size. Next is called what? D type. I am going to use it. D type. I am going to use it. Find what? Data type of what? ND array. What data it contains? That is nothing but what? Type of data. Type of data. Obtained by using what? Obtained by using what? D type attribute. D type attribute. Printer. What is this now? Data type of ND array internally. ND array internally. ND array internally is equal to comma what? Come on. A dot what? D type. A dot D type. What is coming? Into 32. I can convert into 32 into what? Into 8 also, into 16 also I can convert it. And regarding this D type values, I already used to explain in the bitwise operators, and I used to explain with the register configuration. So here, the people who are there in my class as well as other students, if you go to that operators level, when you come to operators level, I used to say bitwise operators. In that, try to see the diagrammatic representation of left shift operator. Left shift operator with a diagrammatic representation. 16-bit representation, how it is available. How left shift operator works. By formula, by concept. These things you must know. This is about the bit representation. And bitwise operators importance I used to discuss. And this is the most mind-blowing explanation I gave with a separate explanation in the class. I hope you people might be understanding that concept. I think now I am entering into the further. So what are the attributes you know? What are the attributes you are getting it? Like this. Now I am going to enter into the further. I am going to enter into the further. These are the attributes. Here, what are the attributes? Here, the attributes of, I am sending the notes for that. Here, the attributes of which array? ND array or, come on, NDIM, NDIM. Next is called what? Shape. Next is called what? Size. Next is called what? D type. These are called attributes. You must remember it. And you have seen practical in the class. Carry on this data once again. Carry on this data. Now I am going to entering into the further discussion. Coming to the point back. Now I am going to say, I am reshaping. Here we are reshaping. Here we are reshaping the we are reshaping the ND array object. ND array object. ND array object by using two methodologies are there. We are going for what? Reshaping. How do you go for reshaping? I'll write it. First, let us consider into ND array. NP dot array of what? LST. Print that data here. A comma type of A. A comma type of A. Now I want to reshape. We decided to reshape. To reshape it, there are two methodologies are available. To reshape the ND array object as what? Matrix. As matrix, we have two approaches. Two approaches. Two techniques, I mean to say. Number one, I'm writing the comment. Number one, by using very, very important, by using shape attribute, shape attribute, number one, shape attribute. Second one, second one, by using reshape function, reshape function, reshape function. Two things. How do you reshape an ND array object? Direct question. It is most frequently used concept. How do you do that? Come on, what is my dimension here? One dimension. Now I want to go for reshaping into what? Two dimension. Of what is the dimension possibility? Number of elements are how many? How do you go for reshaping? Three rows and three columns. That means if I multiply both of them, it should be equal. Suppose if I have six elements, how do you reshape it? Either a two rows, three columns, or three columns into what? Two rows. Or what now? Six rows and then one column, or one row into six column. Like this also you can go. Are you able to follow? Like this. These are called reshaping possibilities. If I write 4 comma 2, you will get error. You will get value error. What is that value error? Cannot reshape the six elements with what? 4 into 2. 4 into 2 becomes what? 8. It is not possible to reshape. Shall I reshape now? Right. Now I'm going to take the first one here. First one I'm going to enter. What is the syntax here? Look at syntax. ND array object dot ND array object dot shape is equal to what is this now? Rows and then what? Columns. That's all. Come on, what is my ND array? What is my ND array? Print this ND array. Take this list data. Already ND array is there. I will carry this now. Overall together, I'm taking that, converted into which type? ND array here. Now I'm going to take, print this data. Now I'm going to reshape it. What is this now? A dot shape is equal to, what is this now? First time you are going to see 3 comma 3. When I say 3 comma 3, you print immediately A and then type of A. Type of A. You observe it. How beautiful this is. What it indicates. Come on, I reshaped it or not? Is it possible to reshape for the list? No, it is only possible to reshape in where? ND array. What is this? Strictly speaking, in our Python environment, this is called one inner list. This is one inner list. This is one more inner list. Total it is called what? One list. Inner list, inner list, inner list. You observe it. Already inner list concept I already explained in my class. Childhood days only we learned that in my class. That type of thing, I am reshaping it by using what? A dot shape is equal to 3 comma 3. See students, this NumPy and all those things are dead easy once you know Python. And if I ask after completion of NumPy, Python is easy, na? NumPy is easy, na? You will say NumPy is a dead easy, you will say. Because we don't write not more than 20, 15 lines. Because everything is in shortcut, you will get beautiful results. Now, print here. What is that now? Print. Come on. Dimension of ND array A is equal to. How do I print it? ND. Now I am writing print of. Come on, what is this now? Shape of ND array A is equal to A dot shape of. Next I am writing here what? Size of ND array. ND array. ND array. A is equal to A dot what? Size. Size. Print of what? I'll write size here. Next I am writing. What is this now? Data type of ND array. A is equal to A dot what? D type. A dot what? D type. I hope you are following. See students, a beautiful output is coming. What is the dimension? 2. What is the shape? 3 comma 3. What is the 3 comma 3? 3 rows, 3 columns. What is the size? What is the D type? Into 32. Into 32. Into 32. Are you able to follow students? Simple. Shall I move forward? Now, Let us take one more example. If you try to go for, if you try to go for, if you, Ramana, Vijay, please provide yesterday's class video link. I am from full stack 4 p.m. batch. Already it was there in the Google Classroom. Already it was there. It is present. Vijay, it is present in Google Class. It is present in Google Class. Yesterday only it was uploaded. Yesterday only it was uploaded. Right. Now let us move to the further. Due to rainy, it was there in the Google Class. Now I am going to say, I'll go to ND array A, 3 comma 3, and then ND array A. D type of ND array is what? Int 32. Are you able to follow this? Now, online students, did you understand this information? Now I am entering into further. All the students in online responded. Now, I will move to the further. Next, I will move to the further. Here, I am going to enter into the, let us take some bigger elements here. Take some bigger elements. Here I am taking like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now I am taking something like 25, 35, and then something like 15. What are these elements? How many elements are there? 9 plus 3, 12. At least you speak out. Because before the 9 a.m., unable to speak because of feeling hungry. 9 o'clock break is given, breakfast break is given. After the 9 o'clock, unable to speak. Why? More breakfast. All problems only. All problems only. At 7 o'clock, unable to speak because of feeling hungry. After 9 o'clock, unable to speak because of more breakfast. Then when you will speak, I don't know. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock means friends will wake up in the hostels and WhatsApp messages are more. You are responding to them. Again, you cannot speak that time. By the time 1 o'clock, you will feel very hungry. Again, you will eat. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Started going to sleep. Wake up. 4 o'clock. Friends are waiting outside. Snacks. To 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Go to hostel. Keep a meeting. And then again go to bed. This is your regular mechanism. Come to the point back. Now I'll move to the further. LST is equal to this data. Convert into what type? Print of LST comma type of LST. Type of LST. This is the data. Convert into what array? ND array. A is equal to NP dot array of A. Array of what? LST. LST. Print that A. Print that A. Convert it. Print that A. By default, it is coming to which mechanism? One dimensional only it will come. One dimensional only it will come. Now I want to go for what? Convert into which type? Totally how many elements are there? 12. What are the possibilities of conversions? 4 into 3, 3 into 4, 6 into 2, 2 into 6, 2 into 6, and 1 into 12, 12 into 1. These are the possibilities. These are all called what dimension? Two dimension only. These are all called two dimensional only. Now I am entering into the, after that I'll show you all these things. Later I will go for what? The 12 can be written as what 2 comma 3 comma 2. 2 comma 3 comma 2. This is called three dimensional. How many matrices are there? Two matrices are there. With how many rows? Three rows. How many columns are there? Two columns are there. This is called which dimension? Three dimension. If you go to an interview, they will ask this type of questions. Next to the same 12 can be written as what? Suppose there is a 16 elements are there, for example, 16. What I am writing here? I am writing here called what? 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. I will write it. What is the 2 comma 2 comma 2? 16. What is this now? Rows and columns. What is these two? Two matrices with two rows and two columns. What is these two? Two clusters. Each cluster contains how many matrices? Two matrices. Each matrix contains how many rows and columns? Two rows and two columns. Are you able to follow or not? This is comes under what mechanism? What mechanism? This is called a four-dimensional array. As on today, even our multimedia animation applications follows 3D only. 3D only available. Even in your pictures and all, 3D pictures are only coming. Do you have 4D? Have you seen any time? No. 4D will take lot of time to come. Even in the future, it may come. We don't know. But as on today, what is coming? 3D mechanism only available. We will understand 3D and I will take to 4D also. And whose representation also I will explain. One by one, let me move to the further. Let us coming to this shape it. What is that now? A dot shape is equal to, suppose if I am saying 4 comma 5, I am saying, for example, it is going to be what? Value error. Value error. Look at that. Value error is going to come. What type of error is also coming? I used to explain in my Python classes. Cannot reshape the size of 12 into where? 4 comma 5. 12 elements are there. How can you reshape to 4 comma 5? It is called a value error. So here I am going to give you this as what this as a commenting line. This I will just keep it. This is an error. And finally, let us move to the 5. Now, how do you do that now? A dot shape is equal to, how do you reshape it? 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4. Immediately print the data. All these things you print it. You print this entire data and print this A also. Content of ND array A is equal to A I am writing. A I am writing. Try to run this now. See students, I am getting it here. Of course, content of A. 1 minute I will take you students. Just write it here. Let us close this part. It is printing in some different line. Print off what I am saying, A. You try to execute. You are getting what? This is a matrix. What is the dimension? 2, 3 comma 4. 12 elements are there into 32. All of the thing, you take it like this. You take it here. What is this now? 4 comma 3 you say. 4 comma 3 you say. It is also going to give you 4 rows and 3 columns. 4 rows and 3 columns. Dimension is 2. Still same size. Are you able to follow? Now the same thing I will carry here. The same thing I will carry here. There I am writing 6 comma 2. 6 comma 2 you say and print this entire thing. It is 6 rows and then what? 2 columns. 2, 6 comma 2. Size is same. These are all called reusable reshaping mechanisms. Here I will write it here. 2 comma 6. 2 comma 6. If I print it, 2 rows and this one is coming. Are you following? How do you flatten the list now? How do you flatten the list? Flattening means what? Bring into which dimension I am having here? 2. Now I want to go for what? Flattening the list. Flattening the list. I am going to enter. See, Dheeraj, I am going to tell you so many things, my dear student. Can you arrange the elements randomly? My dear student, if you don't excite in the class, my next one is, I am entering into, if I enter into that, we are going to discuss Numpy dot, Dheeraj, you look at random dot, random dot, rand off. I'm explaining in the further. Random dot, next is called what? Rand int, rand int. Next I'm going to say rand n, rand n. Next is called what? Uniform. I'm going to explain this, all these things, uniform. All these things I'm going to explain. These are all called what? Random numbers, these are all. Because in one day, I cannot tell you everything. And you are my Python student. You know our classroom deepness. Okay? KVR sir will tell you everything and you don't excite. By exciting now, you can't do anything else. You have to follow me, what I am explaining. This is called what? Normal distributions. This n indicates, rand n indicates normal distribution. This uniform indicates uniform distribution. I am explaining everything in the class. Okay now. So if you listen very strictly and patiently, you will get perfect subject. By having Python knowledge as a beautiful background knowledge, then only you will follow. Without knowing Python knowledge, if you try to sit like a statue in the class, nothing will come. This is one of the most important one I want to say. Because I want to take every student into consideration and I want to move forward. Shall I move forward now? Right. So next I'm going to say the same mechanism. I want to go for what? Three-dimensional I want to convert. What is my question? I want to flatten my list. Flattening. What is this is called? 12 elements are there. Somebody said 12 comma 1 they said. Or 1 comma 12 they are saying. This is not called flattening. This is still called what? Two-dimensional only. Let me say you that. Let me say this now. Entire thing you carry. Generally, people will think like that. Here I am going to write it 12 comma what? 1. 12 comma 1. See that still it is two-dimensional only. You see that what is this 12 indicates? 12 rows and one column. All the things are there like that. Still two-dimensional only. Two-dimensional only. Next I will go for like this. This is what people will expect it. But it is a wrong. Don't learn theoretically. That is what is my intention. And 1 comma 12, 1 comma 12, they are thinking 1 row 12 columns. Still it is a two-dimensional only. It's 12 rows, 12 columns. Still it is 1 row, 12 columns. Still it is a two-dimensional only. And A and into 32. Still it is a two-dimensional only. Are you following me? Then how can I convert into one dimensional? One dimensional means, observe, this is having what? Inner list is there. Inner list is there. That inner list would not come. Only 12 elements must come like that. I don't want like this. I don't want like that. I want just like this. That is what I am going to say. Flatten the list. Spell out. Flatten the list. How do you flattening it? I already said to you, a dot shape is equal to, go to that. I say here 12 comma. That's all. It is called what? Making 2D ND, 2D array as what? As what? 1D array. ND 1D array. That 1D 2D is called what? In general ND array. So see this now. Carefully observe it. ND array. Is it observing now? Single list. It is containing what? List in list. It is called a dimension is 1 and shape is called 12 comma. Size of A is called 12 only into 32. Are you able to understand? So can I shape it from 1D to 2D, 2D to 1D like that? Is that facility is there in my is there it is in a lista? No, there is no such reshaping facility in where list. It is there in where NDRA. When you go to an interview, you should speak confidently. If you speak fear, tension, confusing, interviewer will just scan like a microscope. Interviewer is not that what you are thinking. And you don't think that if you become an interviewer, if somebody comes, it's not like they already worked on examples. They will ask that working environment. Like this, you have to say. When you go to an interview, I used to tell you in my Python classes, when you go for interview, open the laptop and sit in front of interviewer. To open the laptop, lot of guts required for you, first of all. For that, you need to read 24 hours. 24 hours, no? 4 hours you read. Rest of the 18 hours, 4 hours, rest of the 20 hours, you spend whatever you like it. Come on now, I'm going to enter into the 3D. I want to go for a 3D. Shall I go to 3D? Come on, convert into 3D. Same thing. How many elements are there for me? 12 elements are there. That I'm converting into what? Come on. Two matrices, three rows and two columns. That 12 only to be getting into multiples. You cannot write a 12 is supposed to be written 4 comma 2. What is this is happening? 16 elements. Do you have 16 elements here? No, it is only the possible way to do it. Come on, how do you do it now? Come on, students. I say here, what I am writing? 2 comma 3 comma 2. Converting What is this? 1D array into 1D array into which array? 3D array. 3D array is equal to what? Number of matrices, each matrix rows, each matrix columns. That is called what? 3D array. 3D stands for three things. Number of matrices, each matrix rows, each matrix columns. That is called 3D. Did you understand? Okay. Come on to that. You see, students, beautiful. You follow me. So what is this now? I'll write one diagram also. If you follow me, beautiful diagram, I'll write it. Look at ma. This is called one inner list. This is one more inner list. This is one more inner list. This entire thing is taken by one matrix. Correct or not? Next, this is called one inner list. This is called one inner list. This is called one inner list. This is called one more type of matrix. This entire thing is called connected to this one. This is nothing but what? Inner list concept. Inner list concept. What is the dimension here? 3. 3. What is that? 2 comma 3 comma 2. What is the first two? Number of matrices. Each matrix contains 3 rows and 2 columns. 3 rows and 2 columns. 3 rows and what? 2 columns. 3 rows and then what? 2 columns. In further, you will see miracles in my class once you hold this subject. By seeing, oh, so difficult, I cannot understand what we can do. If I ask you, you join in IIT Madras, will you join? If I conduct a test, will you qualify? And openly speaking. Or will I qualify now? I don't know intermediate mathematics. I already forget. You also forget. Will we qualify? No. But what is available for us? Whatever they are learning, if you learn in the class, both of them can work in the same environment. That's why things are higher level things are little complicated. To understand the complication, lot of work is required. Done. Are you able to follow now? Now, my requirement in the further is, sir, what is the need of this in my application development? Suppose Amazon want to find out the number of people are working in one area and want to appoint some executives, sales executives they want to appoint. What they will do? They will take Hyderabad city. This is a Hyderabad city. As called what? One matrix they will treat. And one area they will treat it as what? One area they will treat it as what? One matrix. Another area they will treat it as what? Another matrix. What is this is called? What is this is called? This is called one matrix or not? This is called another matrix or not? Both of them are available into one more type of matrix or not? What is this mechanism is called? Multi-dimensional array. How many matrices I am having? 2. Each matrix contains what? 10 rows and 10 columns. 10 employees covering 10 colonies in the particular area. 10 employees covering in some other 10 colonies in that area. That is called what? Multi-dimensional array implementation. Are you able to follow? Still, if we come, I will tell you lot of times this concept will come in my class. Sir, what is the diagrammatic representation for that? Diagrammatic representation. I just want to give you here. Take, for example, this is my matrix ma. This is my matrix. What is my matrix, for example? Same thing I will take it. Same thing I will take it. 2 rows. Carefully try to follow. And this is called 70, 80. How do you represent in the memory I am talking? Memory management I am talking at this stage. 90, 25, 25. This is called what? 35. And next is called 15. This is called one matrix, which is containing what? 3 rows, 2 columns. One more matrix is also there for me. One more matrix is also there for me. What is that? Which is containing same 3 rows and then 2 columns. What are the elements are available? 10, 20, 10, 20. What is this now? 30, 40. And next is called what? 50, 60. This is called one more matrix. How they are represented, you know, students, in the memory, they are representing like this. They are representing like this. So, they are representing like this. This is called what? Memory management of what? Memory management of 2D, sorry, 3D. This is called what? One matrix. This is another matrix. What is an indexing mechanism? 0, 1, 2. 0th column, first column. Already you know. This is called what? -1, -2, -3. Already you know. In my Python classes, I already start. -1, -2. 0 and 1. This is, sorry, not this one. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1. This is called -1, -2, -3. 0 and then this is called what? -1 and -2. This is called what? Two-dimensional indices. What is this matrix is first of all called 0th matrix. This is called what? First matrix. This is called a -1 matrix. This is called -2 matrix. Matrix related index, matrix related row indexes, matrix related column indexes. Now I will ask a question. What? I want to get this element. I want to get this element and I want to get this element. I want to get this element, principal diagonal elements. I want to get this diagonal elements. How to get it? Write a code for Python in Numpy. Nobody can touch it. I will teach this coding for you. I'll teach. Extra, this is simple. These are all simple. This is second or third topic I'll cover. What I'll cover in further, mind blowing. But up to that, you need to hold the subject. By fearing, no, I will take my luggage and I'll go to home, means go to home. What is happening? But up to last, you need to hold. Pandas, I will carry this concept. This is called what? Two-dimensional, three-dimensional. This is going to be coming like this. Three matrices will come. Each one will have what? Imagine this is a, is it looking like a cuboid or not? Is it looking like a cuboid or not? This type of multi-dimensional thing still used in image processing concept only. Image processing concept level, you will get it. I hope you are following this. Following on? In further, how to retrieve the data, I will accept it. This is by using which concept? Shape. Shape of 2D, shape of 1D, shape of 3D. Now I am going to say, see carefully. How many approaches are there to reshape my ND array? Two approaches. What is by using shape attribute? Number two, by using what? Now I am going to use by using what? Reshape, reshape. Now I am going to enter. Coming to the point back to what? Reshape. Simple. Reshape is a function present in where? Here I will write it. Here, next line I will write it. Here, here, reshape function. Here, reshape function present in ND array object. ND array object. Let us straightforward. LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Print of what? LST comma type of LST, type of LST, close, done. What is happening? Opening bracket. Yeah, opening bracket. This is done. Now all of a sudden I am doing LST dot reshape of 2, 3. Not possible. Why? Reshape function is not there in where LST. I said 12 functions. I said how to see the help also. Help of list. You will get that. In the 12 functions, reshape is not there. Which error will come? Attribute error will come. Attribute error. Attribute error. Which error will come? You need to know the name of the error. If you say error will come, that itself is called error. Error only. You need to know the name of anybody conducting the test in MCQs in companies, they will ask error name. They will ask error name. Error name. So coming to the point back, LST dot reshape of what? 2, 3. It is giving you error. So reshape is not there in where? LST. That's why convert into what? ND array. Come on, convert. NP dot array of LST. Print of what? A comma type of A. Type of A. Got it. Now you reshape it. A dot, come on, reshape of, pass your shaping mechanism. What is the shaping mechanism? How many elements are there, ma? 6 elements are there. What are the possibilities of 6? 2 comma 3. It is by using what? Reshape concept. Shape attribute is one mechanism. One more mechanism is what? Reshape. The moment when you say that, you are getting an array with 2 rows and what? 3 columns. Getting or not, students? Now, students, very carefully try to follow. Now, what is the, now if I print A, what is an answer? If I print A, I reshaped or not? If I print A, will it print flatten the list or two-dimensional array now? Come on. Flatten list or two-dimensional list? Two-dimensional list. You are waste. అది కాకపోతే ఇంకా అదే కదా ఉండేది. మొద్దు బాబులు. See, see. A is equal to 1. A plus 1. What is an answer? What is an answer? 2. Print of A. What is the value of A? 1 only. Here also did the same thing only. Here also I did the same. I said A dot reshape. Take the elements of A, reshape it. It doesn't mean that the reshaped elements I am not keeping in A. I'm just seeing an output only. See here. I'm writing. See that flatten the list only. Are you okay? So A is equal to A plus 1 is different from A is equal to. Now I am going to take up, go to the same place. Now I am taking A dot shape is equal to A is equal to A dot reshape, you write it. That time you will get what? Print of A. Print of A. Now you see A is containing like that. You just say A, still it is permanently made. Are you able to follow? Now, if you want to print the dimension and everything, content of A, dimension of A, everything you see, now you are getting perfect answer now. I think you are getting now. Is it coming to 2 and 2 and 3 coming or not? How do you do next 3 comma 2? 2 rows and 3 columns. How do you do that now? A is equal to A dot reshape of 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2. Start printing that. Start printing the data. How do you print this data now? Look at this here. Am I getting 3 rows and 2 columns or not? A comma 2, 3 comma 2, 6 and int of 3, 2 is coming. Are you able to get it or not? Yes. I will convert later. I will typecast to what? Into 32 to what? Into 16 I will get it. What is this into 32? And if you know little mathematics, 2 to the power of 16 it is. And if you know little mathematics, a deep knowledge is there in C language and etc. Whether you know C language or not, I don't know. 2 to the power of 16 is called what? If we calculate 65,536. Positive sign and negative sign will be there. It is going to be called 32,767, 32,768. This is a negative and then positive. This is for a positive maximum size. This is a negative maximum size. But my values are available 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. It is below that size or not. I can happily convert into what? 2 to the power of 8 representation is enough. 2 to the power of 8 representation is enough. 2 to the power of such a big number representation I don't want. Of course, you did not understand. I will give you that. Only you are listening the sound, I think so. No problem. I will explain that into 32, into 8, into 16 conversions also I will explain. Are you able to follow now? Come to the point back. This is 3, 2. Are you able to understand, students? Now, I am going to enter into the further. One more example I want to take. Last and final I will take. Last and final I want to represent. Then I will enter into further things now. There only you take it. LST is equal to directly. LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 15 and then 25 and then something like 35. How many elements? Come on. 12. 16 elements I will take. Let me take 4 more elements. Something like 55 and then 65 and then 75 and then 85. How many elements? 16. Are you sure? Right. A is equal to what? Come on, convert. Print of, what is this now? LST and a type of LST I am going to take up. And here I am going to write LN of what? LST, just I'm printing it. 16 elements are there. Now I'm converting into what? ND array. ND array. How do you convert into ND array? A is equal to NP dot array. More about array I will tell you. Today I'm talking about two things. One is reshaping mechanism. One more is attributes. That is my today's discussion. Reshaping mechanism, two things: shape attribute, reshape function. NDM attribute, shape attribute, size attribute, and D type attribute. Only six things I am talking. Four attributes, two properties. That's all. That's all. Other than that, I am not talking anything. LST. And print of this entire thing you printed. This entire thing you printed. Here I am going to say print of this entire. It is going to print it. 16 elements are there. Dimension is one only. Now convert. 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 ND array dimension. ND array dimension as what? 4D. 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 Shall I? Come on. 3D. 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 Okay. 3D. How many elements are there? 16. 16 means what? 2 comma 4 comma 2. Even multiply చేస్తే 16 వస్తుంది. Don't come and ask me, sir, how you are preparing this speed. That's why we need to learn school days very nicely. Eating chocolates and all those things not good in school days. Sleeping in the class and all those things. So 16 here. 2 comma 4 comma 2. Two matrices, each one contains 4 rows and 2 columns. How do you go for now? Come on. A dot shape is equal to 2 comma 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2. You try to print this data. Try to print this data. Here I am writing it. So print this data. What is happening? Two matrices are there. Each one contains 4 rows and then this one. Dimension is called what? 3. 3 dimension. Two rows or two matrices. Each one contains 4 comma 2 rows. Now I am going to convert into ND. Convert into what? ND. Ready to convert? That is called 4D. 4D means what? Clustering. Number of matrices. Each matrix contains number of rows and columns. Telangana state is called matrix. Districts are called what? Clusters. Each district mandals are called what? Matrices. In the matrices in mandals, what is there? Villages are there. This is called which mechanism that government will maintain that thing in multi-dimensional arrays? Correct or not? Simple. Go to the place. Here I am writing 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. What is the first two? Clusters. What are the next two? Each cluster contains two matrices. How many clusters? Two clusters. Each contains how many matrices? Two matrices. Whose dimension? Two rows and two columns. Beautiful. See here. Observe. These two are called what? One cluster. Cluster is identified as 0. This cluster is identified as 1. This matrix is identified as 0. This matrix is identified as 1. This matrix is identified as 0. This matrix is identified as 1. This cluster can also identified as a -1. This identified as what? -2. This is called a -1. This is called a -2. This is -1, -2. This is already explained in the beginning days of mine. Even in the Numpy also I will explain. These are more important. I explained only preliminary indexing and slicing, but here we are entering into advanced indexing. Come on, categorize. This is called one matrix or not? Come on, ma. This is called one more matrix or not? And what about this is called? One cluster. Brackets also. I'm drawing the matrix also. This is called one matrix. This is called one matrix. This is called one matrix. This is called one cluster. One cluster. And this is called what? Right. Total matrix. What is this is called? N-dimensional. What is N-dimensional? 4-dimensional content. Clusters, matrices, row matrices, column matrices. That's all. 4D is not there in real life. 3D only available. 3D geometry. 4D geometry you studied. If you study, tell me, we will develop it. Not there. This type of examples also needed. needed. It's a cuboid of cuboid will be coming into picture. See that 4 dimension, this thing, you see number of elements and etc. That means reshaping is easy in where? Right. Look at now. I am opening one beautiful concept. One beautiful concept I want to tell you here. Please watch the students, everybody. So I am going to take up one small example I want to show you. Advantages of using NumPy. Please look at this documentation. Everybody, please come on, read out. All of you open your mouth. Come on. With the revolution of data science, data analysis libraries like NumPy, SciPy, Scikit, Pandas, Matplotlib, etc. have seen a lot of growth with much easier syntax than other programming languages. Python is the first choice language for the data scientist. Can you do in Java this matrices? Can you prepare 3D, 4D matrices in Java? You cannot. This much easily you cannot prepare. You have to write kilometers of code you have to write. That is complex. To avoid that, we will go forward. Easiest programming language that becomes a first choice programming language. Next, NumPy provides a convenient and efficient way to handle vast amount of data. NumPy is also very convenient with matrix operations and data reshaping. NumPy is a fast which is reasonable to work with large data sets. List is convenient. ND array is convenient because you have seen addresses, you have seen whose clustering mechanism you have seen, memory space you have seen. That's why it is easy. Advantages of what? NumPy programming. Come on, read out. With NumPy programming, we can deal with arrays such as 1D, 2D, and multi-dimensional arrays. Is it possible with normal Python programming? No. We can do list in a list, list in a list, inner list, I can say, which I already said to you. But it is very complex, but it is dead easy. Next, NumPy maintains a minimal memory space for large data sets. NumPy provides a fast in performing operations because internally data is available at same address. NumPy performs array-oriented computing. This I did not show you computing, only organization I am showing now. It is efficiently implements multi-dimensional arrays by using shape and then reshape functions. It performs scientific operations. I'll explain in the class. It is capable of reshaping the data stored in multi-dimensional arrays. 1D to 2D, 2D to 3D, 3D to 4D, I can easily manipulate. NumPy provides many inbuilt functions for various complex mathematical operations such as statistical, financial, trigonometric operations. Do you know trigonometry? Do you know trigonometry? You know? Okay, see, that girl is saying she knows trigonometry. She's looking back. Before. Me mundu. Before it, me mundu. You know trigonometry. You know, ma. Side 90. Side 90. How much? No, God. How much? Side 90. One. Okay, go once. Go once. Because I want to change their mindset. Import math. Even mathematics stars also will say math dot sin 90. Sin 90. Do you know trigonometry? Do you know trigonometry? You know? Don't know. So that's why anybody says Sar said sin 91 now. Okay, oh, sin 91. Sar said, I remember. But when you come to this Sar, Sar is showing in the system. Then to whom you will ask now? Do you know trigonometry? Now I'll ask a question. Cos 0. Cos 0, sin 0. Sine wave, cos wave is there. Sine wave, cos wave is there. That is called uniform distribution, normal distribution. How to see with the graph? I'll tell in the class. Nobody can touch also. I am only explaining that. But to hold this subject, you need to have basics of subject. If you don't know the basics, problem. Basics important. You will feel you know everything, but when you come and sit in front of me, I will show everything in the system. System is a tutor for us. Okay, now, right. So now I will stop my class. Huh? Sin 90, Jayanti is preparing. Sin 90 is equal to cos 0. Mathematics, that is. Mathematics is different. I don't want to speak. Time is not there. So I'm going to say, so he's saying cos 0. I will write cos 0. Jayant, you see ma, cos 0. What is an answer? Cos 0. Sorry. Math dot cos 0. What is an answer? Sin 90 is equal to cos 0. I will write, my dear student, sin 90 double equal to math dot cos 0. Cos 0. What is an answer now? False. He's saying true. Whatever you say, that is going to be, because system, subject important. You look at me, what is this going on? This is called reality. Correct or not? Don't learn paper, pen, brain. Paper, pen with the system, with practical knowledge is important. Anyhow, this is not necessary. This I will send you the notes. And Monday class, I will go for how to create ND array objects. How many approaches are there to create an object of ND array? How to deal with identity matrices, different operations I will explain. Don't miss. Jayant also realized. Okay, sir, he's saying. Now he is searching, where is my 10th class trigonometry teacher? Where is my intermediate mathematics teacher? Where is their addresses? Do you know their addresses? No. So, coming to the point of it. Are you following this? No. I'll move to the further. So, Srinu is asking, tomorrow class is there or not? Sunday you take rest, okay? Sunday don't read. Sunday you sleep completely or you do your work. Sunday also, if you started reading now, you will become scientist. Scientist jobs are not there. Sunday you enjoy. Monday to Saturday you read. Sunday you enjoy. Read up to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock morning. You wake up. You enjoy with friends. Monday to Saturday read. Or Monday to Friday read. Saturday enjoy. Sunday enjoy. 5 days you read. Enough. You will become big person. Okay now. Right, students? Thank you. All the best. Monday, don't miss the class. Online students, now I will clarify your doubts, my dear students. Please be on the line. I will clarify one by one. Sumasri, Sumasri, Sumasri. I am unmuting and you accept that unmute mark so that you can understand. Sumasri. Next. Uh, Bikram, Bikram, right. Uh, One more student, Sarmista, 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 Sarmista. So not able to. Ramaswamy,
Yeah. Hmm. Hi, sir.
No, Rams, no, tell me.
Sir, if we go up, sir, you created 2 comma 4 comma 2, sir. 2 comma
2,
4 comma.
2 comma 4 comma 2. Yeah. 2 comma
Yes,
4 comma 2.
sir. So the 2 is that matrix. 4
Number of
is
number of matrices. First is called a
correct,
number of matrices. That means
matrix.
two matrices.
2
Two mat
matrices.
two matrices
Yes,
like that. Two
correct, sir.
matrices. Each
Yeah,
one is
2 matrices.
containing 4 rows,
4 rows.
two columns,
Correct, sir. So
four
in
rows.
this case, yes, sir. So in this case, a dimensional number of array, right? It should be 2 only, right, sir? 2 matrix only, right, sir?
No, three, no? Three. This is number of matrices, whose rows, whose columns. How many are there? Three. మనకి
Okay,
ఇక్కడ
sir.
how many are there here? Three. Number of matrices, whose rows, whose columns. That's why it is called 3D.
Okay, sir. Okay.
3D. 3D.
Okay, sir. So because we are passing, okay, it's
Hmm.
not, it depends on the matrix, how we are
Yes.
parameterizing
Yes. Here also you see 2, 2, 2, 2. I said 4 are there. Dimension is called 4.
dimension. Okay, sir. Not on matrix. The matrix is different, dimension is different, sir.
Oh, size, shape is different, dimension is different.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
now?
No, I'm saying matrix, sir. So here, matrix is 2 matrix, correct, sir? I mean, if you go up, there are 2 matrix, but that is not dimensional. Matrix, 2 matrix, right, sir?
Two matrices, two clusters. Each cluster contain two matrices. Each matrix contain 2 rows and 2 columns.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one more, sir. The
Hmm.
shape, okay. I think you clear it, sir. The first is matrix, second is a column, so row and column.
This one. If three things are there means X, Y, Z. Like this it is there. X is called what? Number of matrices. Matrix rows. Matrix columns. If K comma X comma Y comma Z clusters, each cluster contain number of matrices, whose rows, whose columns.
Okay, sir.
This is practically not in use because 4D is not there. Only 3D is there so far. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, Pawan Kumar.
Sir, I am audible, sir.
Yes, Pawan Kumar audible. Please tell me.
The difference between shape and reshape. Shape automatically will assign. Reshape means we need to return, right, sir?
Shape attribute will modify the value directly.
Directly.
Reshape will give you the reshaped matrix without modifying the original matrix. To reshape
Need
with
to
full
store.
modification, you have to store in the left side variable.
Okay, we need to store some to store to some variable that reshape.
Yes,
Automatically it will not modify.
like this.
Okay.
Fine. Farah Khan.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Thank you for the explanation, sir. Sir, the
Farah, I'm
Google.
not getting your voice, ma. Little bit louder you speak. Little bigger you speak.
Thank you for the awesome explanation, sir.
Ma?
And thank you for the awesome explanation, sir.
Yes, ma. Thank you.
And sir, Google Drive, you said no, sir. No, sir. The file is not opening, sir.
Just that is, I'm sending text file only, ma. Text file can be opened in any of the place,
Sir,
generally.
it's showing me file is unsupported. So what to do, sir?
It will open, ma, because I'm sending in the form of text file only. I'm sending in the form of text file only, not even in any of the other format. Do you have Jupyter notebook in your system?
Yes, sir.
It is there.
Yes, sir. But the file which is opening in mobile, sir, but system, the Jupyter notebook is there in the system, sir.
Okay. So are you opening nodes? Are you opening I dot IPNV PNB? Paila.
No, sir, the notes is sent in Google Drive, no, sir. That notes.
Okay. Generally, it is opening even in my system also. Other systems also I checked, ma. So it is opening. So you try to check once again. Today you check it. I'm posting today, na. You check that one. Hmm?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Right. Next, Neha Singh. Neha Singh. Neha. Next, Swapna. 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 Next, Srikanth.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Srikanth.
Sir, you have said that all the classes are stored in the super type called object.
Now,
Is that
not,
object?
not stored. I said, irrespective of the type of values, we can treat them as object type.
Okay.
That is my sentence.
Yeah. All the data types are in classes, and the classes are in the super type called object. Yeah.
Ah,
So is that object is a single object or in many objects is stored?
no. Single object, no. When we are organizing the values of different type, when I am converting to object type, all of them are treated as a similar type in ND array, whose type is object type.
Okay. Okay.
So int type, float type, bool type, complex type, str type, when I am converting into ND array, they are internally treated as an object type. Homogeneous type, I am saying that they are treated.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Swapna Ramaswamy.
Yeah. Sir, in the notes, the Google Drive, we have one day notes only. Is there, sir?
No, today I'm sending because last 3 days I gave only explanation. Today you will get
Okay,
it
sir.
again. Second notes you will
Okay.
get it.
Okay, sir.
Right. Swapna, last.
Hello, sir.
Swapna,
Good morning, sir.
good morning, ma. Tell me.
Sir, you say NDRA are changed that 32 or 16 and చెప్పారు కదా sir.